Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You
in
like
my
it?
mouth. And to swallow it down. Oh my god.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys and a girl.
Oh, ladies, gentlemen, gangsters, pimps, mamas, daddies, stunners, shorties. I'm rich, bitch. I'm a real big timer. Welcome to Holler. It is the podcast that shouts you out. We're live on the internet. We're hanging out with you. Ladies and gentlemen, donate life at donatelifeky.org. It's cool as shit. Wonderful koozie right here for them. My name is JD Short. You can hit me up on the internet at JD Short. It's all one word at anything. That's me. And above me is my good buddy Brian L. Ball.
It's a fiesta over here, man. I'm still in Cinco de Mayo mood. Unfortunately, work got in the way of my Cinco de Mayo, so tonight is my Cinco de Mayo. It's fucking Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? We're back. Holler at us, y'all. What's up, Holler Nation? I'm excited to be here. I'm going to drink a few beers with you. I hope you'll do the same with us. We've got a great show, and as always, we're going to give away Camo Complete Energy. We're going to play some Family Feud at the end. You want to stick around for all that. That's where the fun stuff begins. But without further ado, Gracie, our co-host. How you doing?
There it is. Hi, I'm good. I'm wearing a dino dress. It's been a good day.
I thought you were going to say diaper. Oh, my God.
No diapers. Not tonight. I'm okay.
It would be fine if you were wearing your diaper, Gracie.
Well, I don't need to wear diapers, Brian. I'm okay.
Same.
Sometimes I pee on myself, but not every day.
Well, it's really when I make a good joke.
Yeah, you know, every poo-poo's a pee-pee, Gracie. Congrats.
Not necessarily, no. Never mind.
Well, welcome everybody to the internet. We're on it live with you, and you can always hit us up here and all that good stuff. You can jump in the chat, send us, talk to us all live. And you know who else you can talk to live on this show is our special guest, up-and-coming rapper from our area here. Looking forward to hanging out with this dude on the internet. It's Jake Christian, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Jake? What's up, dude?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're chilling, man. We're having I think this is a good week. Jacob McComas is already in the chat right now saying this should be a good one, y'all.
Thick liquid. There he is.
Thick liquid in the house.
That guy's a goat.
He's a goat.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, he's wonderful.
He takes you back on Mondays.
His shop is celebrating their third year in opening and all that good shit. Jewel City Barbershop. They just opened the Jewel City Salon. Good for him, man. We'll get him back on the show very soon. Jake.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we're gonna promote. You put a new song out recently. We're gonna talk about the music you've been making. It's really, really cool shit. I just saw on your Instagram you put up a reel of a little preview of your next thing going on. I'm looking forward to that. We'll talk about that. We're also going to do everything else, play Family Feud, all that good shit. We're also going to promote Camo Energy. Those are our boys. Those are our peoples. That's what we do. Brian's girl, Miranda, come in and says, OMG, Brian Ball, what are you doing with your life? Smack your head. Why do you look like this? Why do I like you?
I'm festive.
Honestly, I just think Miranda's drunk the whole time and she doesn't know any better, actually. This must be one of her sober nights.
Guys, like JD just said, Camo Energy. Make sure you go visit the website, camoenergyshots.com. And as a matter of fact, if you're watching right now, all we ask you to do is share this live video to your Facebook wall. I want you to DM us a screenshot showing that you've shared it, and we will mail you some of this for free. We want you to sample these products. It's all for free. You've got to send us a DM showing that you've shared the live video, though. So get on it right now. Even if you've done this every show, we're going to mail you more like we always do. Get on it.
Hell yeah. Well, Jake, we're excited for you to be on the show. We're going to do a quick toast because that's how we start the show here. So everybody, if you want, get your stuff together. If you got a camera shot, you're trying to kick it up in the evening time with us. If you listen to this later on Spotify and all that stuff, make sure you give us a 5-star rating, obviously, and also, put your shots in the air. I'm going to do one of these. This is a tiny fireball that has not chilled at all, so this is going to suck.
We got a hey y'all. Hey y'all.
What if so Alma hanging out with us live on the internet? What's up? How you doing? All right, everybody, get your drinks up
Alma
in the air.
Markham-Ellis. How the hell are you?
It's toast time. Here we go. To your genitalia, may they never fail you or jail you.
Link up at officialholler.com.
Woo.
Warm. All right. Yep,
There we
that's
go.
right. You can go to officialholler.com. You can go to camoenergyshots.com. They got some cool stuff coming soon. We can't talk about it. We know about it. It's exclusive to us right now, but you'll know about it soon. Andy, a.k.a. Jonathan, says Brian looks like Billy Bob Thornton in Bad News Bears right now.
Andy, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I don't know if you're familiar with the show or not, but this is my real hair, just FYI.
God.
I am a blonde.
Word. Jake, Christian in the house and the place to be. Dude, what is happening? You're making it happen on TikTok, Instagram, all that good shit. What's going on in your life, man? How's the last few months been treating?
It's been pretty good, honestly. I mean, I've just been working. I picked up a new job for the time being, and then as far as music's been going, I've been putting it in, grinding as much as I can, making content. So yeah, it's been going really great.
That's good stuff, man. We see that you're starting to fucking grow on TikTok, and that's wonderful. You can follow him, by the way, on TikTok at Jake Christian with an extra N at the end.
Yep.
So yeah, it's spelled like it sounds, people. You know what I'm saying? Use your noggin. Right, that shit? Don't forget that extra N at the end, though. And it's the same on Instagram too. So we've honestly, I want to say like you're our second, maybe third, but probably second person that is really pushing TikTok right now. And we haven't really jumped to that platform. We will at some point, but the real deal is like what do you like to push on there? What do you kind of do? Is it what's the deal, man? What's the deal with these?
Listen, wait. Can you please talk about that weird green ass bodysuit you wear? Is that what you're going to start with? Because I get those sometimes, and I'm just what a fucking weirdo.
So yeah, it's shock value. It gets people talking. I mean, the first thing you remembered is that video. So it really helps to promote music because you remember it. But I mean, personally, for me on TikTok, it's just me doing my thing. One day if I want to wear a green suit, the next day I want to promote a song, the next day I want to do rapping comments. I mean, I just honestly get on there and just do my own thing. I don't really overthink the process, and the following of that has helped me build up a following. Last month I had 4,000 followers on there. Now I have nearing to 18,000.
Whoosh! That's like exponential, man. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's fucking I think that's the way, man. You're going smooth. Like you're not forcing it. It's you do what you want to do and put it out there, and people will respond. And man, that's big.
That's really That's really the name. Sorry, I didn't cut you off. Mm-hmm. That's really the name of the game, I believe, on TikTok. It's just all about just being your original self because TikTok is ran by a lot of younger kids, you know what I'm saying? And they can see right through on the internet if you're being a false person. So just being yourself is just really what it's about.
Good point.
Yeah.
There is something that comes with being raw and unique and yourself. That's exactly right. You're the first person to point that out. I think deep down most of us know that, but gone is the generation of all the fake bullshit. That's actually kind of how the internet began. Those are the older generations, older millennials and older, we remember all that fake bullshit in the beginning. And I'm so glad that it's gone. And I'm so glad that now that it's trending in that direction. That's such a great point that no one really talks about. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I had to learn it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, I was trying to be the image of what I guess you would say a rapper would be. And then as time went along, I started to realize obviously that wasn't getting me nowhere. So I just started just doing my thing. And then as I've done my thing and just did what I do, I'm a comic book nerd. I'm a roller skater. I like different styles of music. I don't just make rap. So doing all those certain things, it just built a niche around what I do.
It's a really weird comparison. And probably the hate's going to pour in on this. I don't give a fuck. It's true. It's a true story. This is kind of exactly how Kanye became Kanye. This is how he became popular, because he rolled in with just like, he was a backpack rapper, right? He just rolled in with a backpack on, and he was like, I'm gonna rap about nerdy shit that I see in movies. I'm gonna rap about cartoons. I'm gonna have a cartoon on my album. I'm not gonna be the same old shit that you've been hearing, and I'm not afraid to be that dork out there in a fucking polo with a backpack on. And of course, then now he gave us what we have now of Kanye. That's beside the point.
That's a great point, though, man.
Strong start by Kanye.
That's a great example. It really is.
I saw like a interview. It was one of those like it's actually me things they do on YouTube, where like the actual celebrity gets on there and goes to all the different social medias and makes his own actual profile and responds to people's stuff. And people would ask somebody like Post Malone, "How do I get my start in doing this kind of stuff?" Because rap, is a lot about flashy things and this sort of persona and stuff. But the truth was, like somebody like Posty, he said, it's you can visualize yourself, being there, and rap about that. Put that together, do that kind of thing. You don't have to have it necessarily to want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can want it to make it, and if you want it and you won't make it happen, you get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't there something to be said? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this, Jake. Isn't there something to be said about like this generation and how the internet is moving along, how social media is moving along? Posty is a great example that JD just brought up. He's someone that you feel like, even though you don't know him, you feel like you relate to him, and you feel like you could just walk right up to him, shake his hand, and literally drink a beer with him. That's exactly what makes him so lovable, and that is so different than the shit that we're used to. All the popular people that we're used to from the past. Could you ever remember a time where you listened to like fucking Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg, and you're thinking like, gonna have a beer with them on Saturday? No fucking way, dude. They're like untouchable. And like now, this is where the shift is coming in, and I think that if you're on that side of things, if you're on that Posty side, Kanye in the beginning, if you're on that side, I think that makes you so much more relatable, and I think that's the right move, man. And the TikTok along with it, just to reach out to your audience, like you said, man, that's a smart move.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely like what you're saying, like versus 15, 20 years ago, whereas we couldn't really get connected with an artist. Nowadays, you can make a tweet on Twitter and you never know that your favorite artist might just retweet it. Or, what I'm saying? Like, there's always that possibility that you can get a message back from your artist that you like, or a celebrity or whatever, for that being. And, I think nowadays, like, there's really a lot of transparency between the fans and the celebrity as to where it was 20 years ago. We didn't know what Dr. Dre was doing in his day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what Post Malone was doing in his day-to-day. So, like, nowadays, like, I just had a coffee, whatever. Like, it's really cool because it takes away that mystique, and you finally realize this person isn't human just like how we are. And Absolutely. That, I think that really grows the bond more between a fan and an artist, because you get to see who they are just besides the music.
Your head's in the right spot, man. I'm going to shout a few people out real quick. Megan, if you're still here, she says B-ball. Megan's an old college pal. It's good to see you. Good to see you out in Holler Nation, Megan. Way to join. Guys, if you're just now tuning in, you already missed how to win some camo energy shots, but I'm going to show you again. I'm going to give you a new way to win. This has never before been done because this is brand new. Guess what? You can rate us on Spotify now. If you go click on Spotify really quick, and it's a one-click process. You don't have to leave a comment. Just give us 5 stars, take a screenshot, DM us the screenshot of you giving us 5 stars along with your mailing address. Send us the DM, and we will get you some camo samples for free $99. You know what I'm saying?
With your address. Send your address to the Holler Live page with the picture of the DM, and we'll send you some.
And Jake, we want to let you know that this podcast, it reaches from coast to coast. It reaches worldwide sometimes. So we got Mel out there in the house. She's all the way on the West Coast. So we appreciate you being here, Mel, being a part of Holler Nation. Mel, here's a funny story about Mel. She's like literally our #1 camo energy shots winner. This girl takes them home every single time. She takes them home so much that sometimes I just ship to her like once every 2 weeks, because I'll just double up her order because we're always shipping across the country, and she's really cool about it. And Mel, I made a mistake on your last shipment, and I accidentally I pre-addressed like one of the regular envelopes that you're used to receiving from us. But then I realized you won so much fucking camo that I couldn't fit it all in the envelope. And so part of me almost like threw the envelope away, like all this useless. And I'm like, no, she's going to win next week. And I'll just stuff it full of her camo stuff next week. And then I'll ship it to her. So,
why not?
Kayla Bell says, am I the only one getting Joe Dirt vibes from Brian tonight?
Hell no, you're not. I'm fucking loving it.
No, hell no.
It makes me feel great. I mean,
puts the lotion on his skin. I said, gets the hose again.
Hey, Jake, here's something that we kind of brought up in pregame, and I want to bring this up definitely before we ever move on because I think it's an interesting topic, and I'm interested to see what the rest of the people have to say as well. So you come from a very interesting background where you're from a little bit of here and a little bit of there, and at one point in your high school career, you went from going from a huge school with thousands of kids to a very small high school with how many were in the graduating class there, like 80 or something?
Off the top of my head, I would say maybe 80.
Yeah. So what was that like going from huge to small or from small to huge, and which one did you like better and why? Think about that.
It's kind of I've thought about that for a long time, and honestly, I think the smaller is better. Midland was nice because you just met so many different people. I mean, at Midland,
that's the bigger school, by the way.
That's the bigger school. Midland had 2,000 kids at the time that I was there, and then I went to a school later on that had only 300 to 400 kids, maybe. And so at Midland, every day you could meet somebody new and still not know everybody. Whereas
that's correct.
Yeah, whereas Chesapeake, where I went, which was the smaller school, it had 200 to 300 kids in the school. I had known everybody from Chesapeake because all my life I've bounced back and forth between Chesapeake and Huntington. So, I mean, I went to elementary school in Chesapeake, then went to Huntington, then came back to Chesapeake in middle school, then went back to Huntington and finished out a little bit of high school, then came back again. So, I mean, personally, I liked the smaller school because you knew everybody. It was really close-knit. You had a lot of classrooms that was 10 to 15 students. So a lot of the teachers could help you out more because they could help each individual student, whereas the bigger school had a lot of trouble with that,
Yeah, so I actually feel like this is a very interesting topic to me because I feel like I went to a middle school right before I went to Huntington High. So those that aren't from around the area, Midland, Huntington High, those are your two big boys in honestly in the state of West Virginia. They're two of the biggest schools in the state. And so you're talking about thousands of people, just like Jake said. You might see someone, and by the way, Jake, this never ends. You're going to be 30-some years old one day. You're going to bump into someone, and you're going to meet them, and you're going to say where you went to school, and you're going to be like, dude, I graduated the same year as you. You have never seen them in your life. It happened on this show. He was talking about where he went to school, and me and JD were like, whoa, we went to the same school. And he was like, well, who are you guys? And we're like, well, who are you? We don't fucking know. But anyway, no, I think the interesting thing that I have to say about it, okay, so the bigger school certainly makes you tougher and it sharpens your skills because you're forced. Because if the cream's going to rise to the top, and if you're not going to be a part of that, you're just going to fade into the distance. So it can really make you or break you. If you're not strong enough, personality, it might just break you. However, the small school, which is the one I went to right before Huntington High, I went to a very small middle school, a tight-knit middle school. What's interesting about that? All of my best friends still come from that moment in life. So my whole circle of friends come from that little tight-knit group that I had right before high school. And also, I would argue that's what made my personality. It's what allowed me to shine through and then take some confidence into that bigger school. So I'm glad that I did it in that order. And, unfortunately, not everybody has that same experience. But JD, you've had a similar experience. What do you think?
Yeah. In the same way, to be honest, every school I went to got bigger. As I went, my elementary was one way, the middle school was huge, and then Huntington High was the biggest there. So I can kind of agree with Brian on that. Gave us the opportunity to kind of understand, where we were going in our lives there, even though we were so young. It still gave us that little push. But that I never got a chance to actually experience moving back and forth though, which is something it's definitely different. I enjoyed the upbringing. It was all right. This actually is going to be a really cool transition into a poll question a little later that Brian brought up because it goes right into that. But I never went to a private school; it was always public, that kind of thing. Gracie, did you ever go to a private or a small institution, or were you always?
Well, I went to kindergarten at a private school.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, it was me and one other kid. It was really weird.
That's ultra private. It's like you're.
Yeah, it was like this small, like literally kindergarten through 12th grade. We were all in one room, and I like have this really weird, vivid memory of it. And like it was just one room, and desks were like lined up on 3 of the walls, and like we were separated, obviously by grades, but like super weird. I took a thermos of milk. It was just weird.
Thermos of milk.
Yeah, I just, and
So
I'm
randomly
pretty
specific.
positive. I'm positive the boy that was the other kindergartner with me, his name was Evan. But dear God, if I could remember his last name, I would Facebook him. I would look him up and be like, listen, so weird.
Wasn't that shit weird,
dog? Hey, you might not remember me, but
we had a weird ass school experience, dog.
Yeah, we were. It was weird ass.
It's me, Gracie, with the milk.
Just wanted to check in and see how you've been doing.
We sat at the table together, drinking our thermoses of milk. Also did that stupid program at the end of the year. A is for Apple. Anyway, I went to South Point, actually, which is a relatively small school.
Yeah. Also in Ohio, by the way, for those people listening.
Sorry, in Ohio. And then I moved to Kentucky and finished out high school in Russell, Kentucky, which is also a relatively small school. So nothing like I never went to huge schools with like thousands of people. I really wish I remember how many people were in my graduating class, but like Russell in Kentucky was real big into football. So like they won the state championship my junior year. And then my senior year, we came in second. It's a sad story. I don't want to talk about it, but like that's what it was. It was like huge into sports and stuff, but we were also really good academically. Anyway, it was all just very small, and everybody knew everybody at both of my high schools. And I mean, I didn't hate it, but I still could not tell you all of the names of the people I graduated with just because I wasn't there long enough.
Well, I think the lesson we're getting from this all is everybody's experience is going to be different no matter what, whether it's a huge school or a small one. But the real deal is just make sure you're good when you get out of there. Be good people. Do good shit. Help people out. Be cool. Fucking make cool shit. Make cool shit like Jay Christian does. People like that shit. Speaking of cool shit that Jay Christian does, you put out a new song recently that I noticed when I was looking up your info here. Top, right, is the newest song that you've put out. You're working on new shit now. I know you keep churning it, right? Like you're kind of just keep on rolling.
I'm addicted to it. I am, bro. I am literally addicted to it. Like I've been making music since I was 12 years old, and I could not picture myself not doing it. Even when I'm saying, like, it's just like, instead of playing video games, like that's what I go do. You know what I mean? Like instead of whatever, like that's my downtime, but like that's my passion too.
That's good, man. I feel like a lot of passionate musicians are like that. They literally like spend that time, that hobby time, doing something like this, and it turns into more than a hobby sometimes down the line. And obviously, this has for you too.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us? Your stuff's on. I'm sure is on Spotify, Apple Music, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what all do you have out there? You got singles, you got EPs. Like what do you got going on? What's your catalog look like that you got out there in the world?
I mean, honestly, I've been putting out music since 2017 when I was 17 years old. I'm 22 now, and I have an album on there called 17 that I released when I was 17. I just released an album last year called The Rise Up in 2021, and then I drop singles every once in a while to keep putting content out and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I got a lot of stuff on there. The newest thing that I got is Top. Top just released last month. Actually.
Last month? Oh yeah. Do you dabble in the music video situation? Do you ever mess with that stuff?
I mean, I have like all the camera gear and stuff, whatnot, because my wife's a photographer, and then I was a videographer for a while there, so I have all the high quality professional gear. But as far as like doing videography for my own music videos and stuff, I don't, just because that's not my goal right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that I look at it in my personal view, I don't want to spend money on a music video right now if nobody's watching it. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to build up my following based off of what I do, and micro content right now on TikTok and short-term content is where it's at right now. So I just doubled down on that.
it feels like too that probably helps with your focus, especially on the music, because with those smaller stuff, putting these nuggets of content out like that is something that you can do, and really because it's small enough, you can kind of put enough into it, and once it's out there, it's out there. But then your focus can really be on the music itself, which really is what should matter to a musician, because really, man, music videos are great. They're wonderful things. They're wonderful ways to share, content with people. But it is kind of like we're past the MTV scene, man.
Yeah.
The YouTube era, but we're also in the TikTok era now. It's like people don't watch a music video on TikTok. Even on TikTok, they'll see a clip from one, and then you have to click through or something. But it's YouTube. You go see that, and that's not the same as the old Michael Jackson Thriller days on MTV and VH1 and shit. It's not like that. So
yeah, it's always it's a very evolving industry. You know what I'm saying? Like I've really learned the industry as much as I possibly can, and I think honestly that's why I'm going to stay independent, because like just learning the insides and outs of it, it's really helped a lot.
That's great. That's great. And
hey, JD, like something to say about what you just said. I think that people, when you speak to them, the older generations, okay, and that can include ours, by the way, when they're mad, they're angry. They're angry about like no more music videos on MTV the way that it used to be, blah, blah, blah. The truth is they're just angry about the change. That's the truth. I think that they're not angry about like those days that they're just angry that it has to change now to where they have to like look at it a different way, because in general, humans, they don't appreciate change. They shy away from it.
Right. And also too, the thing is really, it's just the demand. It's kind of their own fault in a way, because like media only puts out what's demanded by the public.
Very true.
If it's not getting the demand and it's not getting what the retention would be, then it's something else that's come along.
Hey Jake, where do you normally do your writing at as far as your music goes? When do you find the inspiration, and where do you write?
I don't write. A lot of my stuff, I go in the booth and I just freestyle, and it's called punching in. Basically what I do is I just play the beat, and then I'll just sit there and think of something, and I might write, I might come up with 4 different bars and then lay that down and then go on, and then I might just trash that and then go back and do it again. It's like I used to write for the longest time, but like over time it just started to come to me mentally, and I just would, whatever.
Dude, punching in, that's a fucking album name right there. I love it.
Yeah,
you've already got a fan from the West Coast. Mel says, "Oh, Jake, you're adorable."
Oh, thank you so much.
She talks like that. Oh, Jake, you're adorable. I have no idea.
Oh yeah. Well, Mel, definitely make sure you hit up everything on TikTok, on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's Jake Christian with an extra N at the end. There's also a Linktree website, which this is a really cool way. I'm promoting this just because I'm also an artist myself, and this is a really cool way for people to be able to see everything you got out there. If you go to, it's a website called Linktree. So it's spelled linktr.ee. So it's Linktree, but you put the period in the middle of the word tree. So it's linktr.ee or Linktree /Jake Christian. That's how you can go check his stuff out. And if you go there, you'll be able to follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music. You got a YouTube on there too, Jake?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so he's on pretty much every level that really matters.
Smart.
If you want to hit them all up, go to linktr.ee, that's Linktree, /Jake Christian with an extra N at the end. And this is great because when you go to it, it says on the top, it's like, hey, well, you're already here, so you might as well follow everything I got. I thought that was good shit.
Yeah.
I guess last deal, Jake, man, is there anything like you kind of want to push right now? We know you got a new song, Top. It's available on all platforms. What do you want people to do? How do you want people to actually come and see you? What's your preferred deal?
Personally, just go into my socials. I'm pretty active with my socials a lot. And if you want to get more info about me, or you want to just get to know me or shoot me a message, just shoot me a message on anything you want. I got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I don't have MySpace, but I got it all.
Yeah, it's all right. That was a little before your time anyway, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
I had MySpace. I did.
Oh, yeah.
8 years old.
Yeah, old school, man. But yeah, the real deal though, everybody, if you got TikTok, check out Jake Christian with the extra N at the end. You'll see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen if you're watching us live. But if you're not watching us live, it's Jake Christian with an extra N on TikTok. Give him a follow there as well as everywhere else. Check out the new song, Top. It's available on every platform you can think of. And if it's not there, it's somewhere the fuck else. Go get it.
Facts.
Gracie,
Facts.
what's going on in this chat over here on the side? What's going on?
You're gonna have to
Listen,
explain this, Gracie.
Spill that tea.
You just have to ask women for booty pics, and they'll just send them to you.
Holler.
Well, it's because whenever I comment to people, I do it from the Holler Life page, and then I just told her I was still waiting on her booty pic, and she told me she was gonna post it. It's just all you gotta do is ask politely.
Hey, you don't get what you don't ask for, right?
True, honestly.
That's facts. That's word.
Be posting booty pic. Do it.
Well, Jake, that was awesome, man. Thank you for kind of going back and doing that like high school to old school nostalgia little trip with us and promoting your tunes.
Thank you.
So glad you're here on the show, man. Stick around with us, dude. We're going to keep kind of chugging and making silly jokes and being stupid and all that good shit.
Let's do it.
I think we should start talking to the Holler Nation right now and ask them a couple poll questions, see how they're feeling out there in the world. Also, by the way, chemoenergyshots.com.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's chug forward, as JD says. Here we go.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
Or booty pics.
Guys, if you're just now tuning in, here's how you can get this right here for free, $99. I want you to go to Spotify, find Holler, the podcast. That is us. Rate us 5 stars. Take a screenshot. DM us the screenshot with your mailing address. You get this in your mail for free. Free shipping and everything. We got you. Just give us 5 stars. We want those ratings, people.
Bring it up, baby. Okay, I think it's poll time, which is a wonderful thing we do on this show. We like to get out there into the world and ask Holler Nation, all of our fun guests and friends and all that good stuff, how they feel about certain things, and then we call that a Holler poll, and that's what we do. So this week, I asked everybody what we would call what adult tasks are you just sick and tired of doing? I'm talking about the shit that you have to do when you're an adult. That it's just like the thing that's, you got to do it. You got to get it, but you're just fucking sick and tired of it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and knock one out of the park here. Everybody's going to say work. Everyone's going to say work. Nobody wants to work. We know that. We get it. I'm going to skip everybody on the comments that says work. We know everybody obviously doesn't want to work. You'd rather just do whatever you want and get paid for it. That's great. But then I guess that would be work too? No. Okay. But yeah, work. We're squashing that beef right now. We all have beef with work. Fuck work. As Blink-182 says, work sucks, I know. But let's see what people say out here on the internet, and then we're going to go around the table in our group here and see what's going on. Adam Hall used to play with a band called Another Lost Year. He's a wonderful artist as well. Got his own stuff. Adam Hall. A Hall in the house. A Hall says paying taxes, which yes, why the fuck? Especially if you're not getting some shit. Susan popping in. She said I had to pop in for 2 seconds to tell Gracie she looks so cute right now. I love y'all.
I love you too.
Hello, poop butt. See you later.
Hello, poop.
Don't be hateful because she's also part of the fan club.
Brian, I don't want to put it all out there yet, but we have a fun thing going on that regarding her that we're going to be.
Clementine will be in touch. Virtual hugs.
We'll figure it all out. You'll see. It's a wonderful thing. It's going to be great. But thank you for hitting us up, poop butt. Mo's in the house. She says wearing pants.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit. Sophie says laundry and dishes. I'm 38 years old and still buy paper plates to avoid more dirty dishes in the house as much as possible. It's a good trick. And paper's better than the other shit. You already know what it is. Rachel, by the way, Ray does things. Ray does things. Brian, can I get a little Rachel?
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Rachel!
Thank you for that. That's so funny. Always. It's great. She says paying for everything. Got to pay for everything. Jacob, this one's some real shit. This one's heavy. Jacob says, tired of repeated cycles of hope and loss that will only stop once you've crumbled under pressure and find something to numb you until your heart mercifully stops beating.
Yikes.
Also, I'm sick of paying my landlord's mortgage for them. Maybe that's more relatable. Oof.
That's probably why you feel that way, buddy.
Jacob, do they need a hug?
Who's? I think he's all right. I think that might have been like meant to be sort of a
satire.
No, I think they need a hug. That's
Andy's
what they feel
Ed is JD, by the way. He just misspelled JD by putting an E.
Put ED.
Can I call you Ed the rest of the day?
No.
Please?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Tell me, Ed. Answer to Ed's question. Living. The adult task of living. Abby says paying bills, waking up early, and folding laundry. Yeah, that shit sucks. We got another one for taxes by Patrick. He says the fact that we have to figure out what we owe when the government knows what the majority of people owes or gets back is very frustrating every year. I can see that. Kayla, she popped in and said everything, absolutely everything. J Parade came in with the number one answer, which was going to work. That does suck. Beth pops in with washing dishes. That is shitty. Dishwashers are great, but they don't do everything right.
Yeah, even if you have a dishwasher, the shit still sucks. You got to load it all up, unload it.
Yeah. Tiffany says taxes, paying bills, just general adulting. Andrew says other than going to work, laundry. That shit is the devil's making. We got dishes by Sarah, and then we got taxes so it's dishes and taxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody's saying.
Both. Jacob McComas says that weird Jacob wasn't me, by the way. So
are you sure?
Happy to know that.
Jacob McComas, if you need a hug, Ed will give you one.
All right, so we're going to go around the table here on our situation and ask, what is our adult task that we're just sick and tired of having to do? Mine is like car maintenance.
That's a great answer. I was thinking that. It really was.
Like, dude. It's like, well, I own the car that I have now. I like own it completely. I don't have no more payments or anything. But it's like when you finish paying for something, it starts breaking, and then when it's breaking, and there's this breaks, and then you fix it, and then this breaks, and then you fix it. But I mean, I guess that's how it is. But it also sucks. Can we just fly? Can we just Iron Man fucking wherever we need to go? I wish, but whatever. That's my adult task thing. Car maintenance sucks.
Hey JD, so I almost answered that, and I'm glad I didn't. So we didn't trade answers. But I want to piggyback off of yours and say, like, along with that, all the bullshit, especially here in West Virginia. So if you're someone that's listening from a different state, maybe you don't have to do this, but like the goddamn inspection sticker that we have to get on there every year.
And the registration sticker, the registration card.
When you get to the DMV, they're like, oh yeah, well, you didn't pay your taxes. You didn't pay your taxes, and now you got to pay for this. Do you want the 2-year or the 1 year? Shut the fuck up. I already bought this car. I just want to drive it to the places that I'm going. That's it.
And you got to pay for it, but the roads isn't safe.
God. Right. And they're like, well, the money that you're spending to pay for this makes your roads better. And you're like, huh?
Put my little sticker on your car, or else you're under arrest.
When are they going to get better? Fuck. All right. Brian, is that yours now?
No. So I'll go different. Mine is mine. I have two answers. The first one is 6 a.m. alarms. I'm over them. I'm tired of waking up at 6 a.m. to do adult things. But then my real number one, it's right there on the screen, mowing and weed eating. I'm over that. The goal one day will be to make 6 figures and just hire someone to do all the yard shit because I'm just over it. I don't want to do it.
Word. There you go. Gracie, can we get yours here? What is the adult task that you're just sick and tired of doing?
Buying groceries.
It's a great answer.
It's very expensive. Also, it's just annoying. I mean, I like to go grocery shopping by myself, but it's not fun as an adult whenever you're also a mom.
Right. So, and you have to,
maybe going grocery shopping with my child. Maybe that's my adult task I'm sick of doing.
I tried this one chili that set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Brian, by the way, I told you I'd do your yard work. I don't know why you're whining about it.
I might hire you. When I make 6 figures, Gracie, I'll hire you as my yardman.
I'm a lady.
I like yard lady.
I'd like to be the yard lady, please.
The yard mistress.
So, Jake, do you got a little answer to this poll here? What's an adult task that you're just fucking like? You come from being a kid, become an adult, and then you realize you got to start doing this shit all the time, and you're fucking sick and tired of it. What do you think?
Driving, bro.
Just
driving. Like, I mean, when I was a teenager, like when you're 16, you just want to drive so damn bad. And you want to go everywhere, and you make an excuse to drive somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But like now, it's just like fuck, I gotta go drive there because I live like 20 minutes out in the country, bro. Like I live far from town.
Oh,
so
word.
It takes me 20 minutes to get to
Price
town.
you gotta pay.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just like, fuck, bro. I want to go to the store to go get some toilet paper, and it takes me an hour. Like,
ugh, damn. Yeah, that's a whole.
It's a shitty situation.
Gracie's gonna be my yard mistress.
I hope I'm saying her name. Yard mistress. Yard mistress Gracie. Brian, can you change Gracie's name on the screen?
You know it.
To yard mistress, please. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Nathan. I'm now Brian's yard mistress.
Gracie's my grass hoe.
Oh, I'm so glad Nathan is such a good sport.
That's my Holler poll. Brian, do we
Absolutely
want to rock with yours now? Do we want to save it for after the next thing? What do you want to do? How do you feel? That's my poll. We're done.
Yeah. I do want to go with mine. Let's get Gracie's name correct first.
Why?
Okay. Oh, come on.
It didn't work.
It's like God said no.
Thank you, God.
We got it. We're not moving this show along. So that's been changed to yard mistress.
All right. So my poll this week is: what age did you move out of your parents' house? Maybe you haven't. Let's just hear about it. These should be short and sweet. Gracie, I would like you to compile a list for us. We're gonna go under the age of 20, so 19 and younger. And then we're going to go over the age of 20, so 20 and up. We'll see who was a teenager and who wasn't. And if we get a 30-year-old in there, I want to definitely make that its own category as well.
Yeah, that could be a sort of 30
we can just quickly go around the table on ours. I officially was 20 years old. I just turned 20. Like I was a fresh 20. And the reason that even in like our time, I feel like times are slipping a little bit and people are kind of relaxing. They're waiting a little bit longer and that's cool. It's whatever. But like, I think in our time, I even felt like a little bit late on the 20 thing. But like for me, I had a couple of my best friends. They got an apartment right away when they were like 18 and 19, a couple of my best buddies. And I just stayed there all the fucking time. I was the guy on the couch. So I didn't have a need to move out. But then once I hit 20, I was like, dude, I'm out of here. I'm getting my own place. And then the 8th Street Tavern began. And that was everyone's welcome for that.
18, 19, 20, right?
No, it's just younger than 20 and then you're 20.
Younger than 20 and then 20 and up.
19 and below and 20 and up. How's that, Gracie?
Yeah, 19 below. And then the other category is 20 and up, and then anything 30 plus.
Yeah,
you can consider that.
Hear it. I hope someone's not too embarrassed to say it. I want to hear it. I don't care. I'm not judging. I'm a guy in a hat with my hair flowing.
I'll go ahead and say I moved out at 18, right after I graduated high school. Spent the summer getting prepared to move out, and I moved to Tennessee to go to school at Middle Tennessee State.
Oh man,
I went out on my own, alone. To a state 6 hours away on my own. A lot of people, I think, could consider that kind of fucking scary, but
absolutely.
I wanted to do it because I was, at the time, it felt like it was just like, it's something that's going to make me a little better person. You know, I'm going to be able to, experience something different. Because I was born and raised. I stayed here from birth to 18 here in Huntington, West Virginia. By the way, it's wild and wonderful, Huntington, West Virginia. It's Birthplace Podcast is America's best community.
Holler.
Yeah, but I moved out at 18. I think I turned 18 in December. I still had a few months before graduating school. And then after school, spent the summer working and then, boom, went out on my own.
Hey, this was an answer for yours, JD. Corey says, adulting sucks to babysit children at work. The life of a manager.
Yo, that's a good... Hell yeah! What up, dude? Thanks, Corey.
Hey, by the way, we got Jesse in the house. If you guys didn't watch our last show, which was just bonkers, we had Danny Earl, aka the Danny Earl way from Texas. He had a huge crowd, a huge following. Jesse was one of them. Jesse was also a big winner of Camo Energy, and he can tell you because he made an awesome post. I wish everybody would post the way Jesse opened his package. He stuck his Holler sticker on his chest. and took a picture with all of his camo shots and said, basically, I'm going to chug these tonight. And some of the people from the show then started like chiming in, and they were like, bro, let's get on live. We'll chug together with the camo energy shots. Jesse, you were such a good sport. You were awesome, man. And by the way,
dude, Brian, let's grab those posts and put them on the page. We'll collect them all and put them on.
Yes, absolutely. And Jesse, if you're still hanging around, and by the way, Jesse answered this question too. He says, I was 18 before I graduated high school. My parents moved on me.
Moved on him. The parents moved away. But damn.
They moved on from him. They were like, we've moved on from you, son.
We've moved on from you, son.
You're now on your own. We've moved on from you. Congratulations about your new life. But anyway, Jesse, if you're still here, I'm going to give you a new way to win some camo right now. We want you to go to Spotify, and we want you to go to Holler Podcast and just give us a 5-star rating. It's a one-click deal. And then go ahead and DM us your mailing address again, even though we already had it last time. DM us your mailing address. We'll send you some more. If you want to double up on your camo, share the live feed right now to your Facebook wall and take a screenshot again, and then we'll double up your camo again to you. So there you go.
Word. So, Gracie, when did you get out of the parents' crib?
20? Maybe. I don't remember. I feel like I haven't lived with my mom for so long that I literally just texted her and she hasn't texted me back. I was either 19 or 20, and I had to look. Nikki said she was 19, so I had to have been 20 because I lived with Nikki after she had
She was your first roommate?
With someone. No, she was not my first roommate. She had a roommate, and then I was her second roommate.
Oh.
So I had to have been 20 if she was 19.
Jesse pops in by the way and saying he reshingled his roof right after he drank that camo energy. So, yo, you got a project you need to get done, people? Pop one of these boys.
Reshingle your roof?
Reshingle your roof, maybe? Clean your gutters? I don't know. Plant some sod? Whatever. So, yeah, Jake, how about you, man?
It's funny that you say that you went to Middle Tennessee because I lived with my grandparents up here, and when I turned 18, I went down and moved with my mom, and she lived in Murfreesboro.
Yep.
So like I was down there with her for about a couple of years, and then I got my own place when I turned 20. So 20, is the same as everybody else probably.
But that's gnarly because you were probably in Murfreesboro, and I might have possibly been in Murfreesboro at the same time.
This was 2018. Because I was 18.
No, I was just back. Yeah, no, I wasn't there. By that time, I'd already moved to Nashville, and I'd moved on.
Yeah.
But that's wild, dude. That's awesome. Murfreesboro, man. It's a cool place.
It really is.
It's a fucking cool ass place. All right, Brian, let's get these peoples out here. Let's see what Holler Nation has to say.
I'm going to shout out Holler Nation on Snapchat. That's the social media I'm going to use this round. So here we go. Mike Anderson comes from somewhere deep in the woods of West Virginia. He says, I moved out at 18, boy. That's just how men did it back in the day. And
balls.
Levi, Holler Nation listener out of New Mexico. Levi says, Levi is giving us a snap update on gas prices in New Mexico. It's pretty high there. It was like $4.50 in New Mexico.
Oof.
Yuck. Kate, here, we're going to cross some borders right here for you, Jake. We got a Holler listener out of Canada. This is Kate from Canada. She says, this snap may be too late, but I moved out and then I moved back in because the shit is expensive and I want to make sure that my dad is taken care of. He will live with me until the end. Smiley face.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And that's fine. That's a fine answer, Kate. No problem with that at all. I wish you would have just said what age you moved out at.
Yeah, what was the age part, though? Yeah.
No shame in that game.
Well, keep going.
Here, this Holler Nation listener right here that has her own button. Rachel! We'll just give you one this round. Rachel sends us a video, so here you go.
The rule at my house was unless you're in school, once you're 18, you either move out or I will kick you out. However, I was the last child, so my mom did are you sure you don't want to live with us for longer? And I was like, no, I'm an adult. And I moved out at 18, and I don't understand why I didn't mooch longer.
Right. She got the is that like the Trixie Mattel snap filter?
How deep of a dive do we want to do on the whole my parents said move out the second grade team. That's kind of like, I don't know, dude. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's bad vibes for me. I mean, that's cool. That's cool that she survived it and everything, but like, I don't think that that's how it should be. That is my opinion. I hope
she was saying that it was her whole deal with her family, and she was the youngest, and by the time it got to her, she was like, they were like, "Do you really want to move out? Maybe you should
I follow. Yeah, stay here, little baby. Right,
There's the empty nest syndrome. It's a real
We
deal.
got a new baby.
We got Dan Cook in the house. Dan says, "What the hell is this? Where am I right now?" Hey, Dan, here's what's up. This is Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out just for
Look at that dog.
This
Look
is
at
my
that
little dog. Search, thank you. But no, this is a podcast where we interact with you live and we give you free camo energy shots if you just follow along. We play some game show at the very end. We play some Family Feud. You really should stick around. It's a fun time. If you want some camo energy right now, Dan, since you're new, I'm going to give you 2 shots to win it. I know I keep repeating myself. Share this live video to your Facebook wall. Take a screenshot. DM us the screenshot along with your mailing address. You can also go to Spotify and give us a 5-star rating. It's 1 click. Send us a screenshot of that. Also, we will double up your camo order. We're glad to have you here. Hey, guess who else is in the crowd? Alan Brown, aka Corduroy Brown, in the house. What's up?
Legend.
Another goat in the house.
Yeah, goat.
Yes. What a wonderful gentleman that man is. He is running it right now.
Mel says it's group therapy time.
He's all right, I guess. He's not that great, you guys.
Oh, I don't know. He's the whole reason I'm here. Like,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alan is the whole reason Jake is here tonight.
Yeah, he really is. Alan.
Okay, here we go. Let's knock out the rest of these answers on Snapchat, and then we're going to Shots Fired, and then we're going to Family Feud. So if you're still here right now, you're only like 15, 17, 18 minutes away from Family Feud. It's the best part of the show. Okay, here we go. This one comes from Cole. This is Holler Nation in Jacks Beach, Florida, by the way.
All right, there's 2 of us here, so we're going to give you 2 for the price of 1. I moved out the day I graduated high school, 18 years old, graduated high school, and moved out and went to Marshall. And number 2.
I was boring. I moved out at 18 and went to college and never came back.
Okay, there you go.
I was boring or I was born. Did she say that?
It was one or the other, but I'm not sure.
I was born and then I was 18 and then I
was born to love you. I was born by the river.
This next snap comes from LG. She's also in Florida. She says, I was 17 years old. Next snap, Holler Nation listener Mike Perry says, I was 19. I commuted from Winfield my first year to Marshall. Gas was cheap as fuck in 2000, by the way. My parents paid for 1 year of college and then said, well, now you can decide what you want to do. If you want to continue college, figure out how you want to pay for it. So I joined the military so that they would pay for it rather than I would take on more debt. Then I moved out, and directly after that, boot camp. So his life went really fast. But Mike's a great dude. And by the way, Mike, I say this every time I open your snaps almost or mention your name. Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
We need more dudes like you. That's for sure, man. Mike is an awesome dude. I'm going to see Mike on the men's softball field here. We got softball season coming up. Let's go, son. Let's go. Holler Nation listener Erica out of Ohio. Erica says, I was 17. Marking these down, Gracie, 17.
No, I'm not. I'm completely lost.
Thank you so much.
Where are we?
CJ in Barbersville, West Virginia says, I was 18 the summer of 2003. You remember, Brian, you were there. I sure was, buddy. I was there. I was right there with you.
That was my final summer. That was my final summer. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got another one out of Ohio here. This is my friend Mars. Mars says, I was 15 years old when I moved out. And you know what? She's not lying. That's a real story.
Emancipation's a real thing.
We've got one more from Pluto in Chicago, and I don't know if this is going to be a snap of her dogs or an answer to our poll. Let's give it a shot. Here we go.
I think I was like 15. Yeah, I was 15. Moved out of my mom's house because my dad had already moved out. And I moved in with my friend for like 2 years. And then I went to go live with my dad for a little bit. And then I moved in with my boyfriend. And then now I'm here 7 years later.
I heard the dog.
All information for the snap poll. We got a lot of funny answers on Facebook.
She was a piece of pasta, by the way.
She was pasta,
Okay,
and you know what? Mel's right. It does kind of feel like group therapy time. Jesse, by the way, says, "Hey guys, I have to get back with my family, but I'm digging what you're doing. Y'all keep it up." Hell yeah, Jesse! Thanks for stopping by, man. I hope you stop by every Friday. Seriously, later on, dude. Are you guys ready to move on to our favorite?
No, wait. I have an update.
Okay, go for it.
I got the booty pic. Continue.
Yeah.
Throw it up there. Throw it up there on the screen.
I can't throw it on.
Okay,
the
gotcha.
screen.
Not that
You
kind.
can't do that.
We're so grounded. This is Facebook. This is not Twitter.
Yeah, this is like PG-13R territory. We can't go into triple F.
Barbie, let's go party.
All right, guys, let's scoot on. Shots fired.
Before we
No, go ahead.
Before we do, I want to see the count. I'm pretty sure it's pretty lopsided, but what's
I can
up?
share it with you guys.
Share it, please.
Oh, 11, 18, 19 or younger. 3, 20 and older.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. I fall in like the
really-
old category.
Dang, people really did. They were like, "Yeah, let's get out of here." And do
By the
this
way, Gracie,
thing on our own.
you do have permission. She says you could.
I know, but it's Facebook. They'll yell
Yeah.
at me.
She said, "I'd let you." It's all good.
I'll
We'll
show
just
you.
we'll throw it in the group chat later. All right.
Okay, we do have an
I'll
answer
make it
coming in
pretty
from our
quick.
newcomer, Dan. Dan says,
Oh,
I
here we go.
moved 2 weeks after I turned 18 in 2000. I was still in high school, and my mom wanted me to start paying rent, so I got my own place. My place, my rules. Completed high school while working and paying for all my own stuff, which means, by the way, you being a self-made dude, that means you keep it real. That means you're a real person. You can spot a real person right away when you meet them. You're having a beer with someone. You can tell people that are self-made or people that have had it handed to them. And, it's a lot better when they don't throw it in your face. Now, no one's throwing it in your face because we're asking people here, but like you can spot a real one, Dan. I know you can, and you're all the better for it. She's laughing. We're going to see that booty. We're going to see it later. I'm just saying. All right, let's move on to shots fired. Here we go.
Wiggity swooty.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah. People, don't forget CamoEnergyShots.com. Also, our special guest, Jake Christian, in the house. Follow him on everything. Jake Christian with the extra N. He's on TikTok. Hit him up on that. Hit him up on Instagram, all that good stuff. So, Jake, just to let you know, this segment of the show is called Shots Fired.
Mhm.
This is where we take a shot of something while we take a shot against something, as in like about something, as in like you can get some shit off your chest on this one right here. What are you pissed about right now? What is something that's happened recently or something that's going on that you just got to get some fucking shit off your chest? That's what this whole thing's all about. And, while you do it, you can take a little drinky poo if you want to do that.
Corduroy Brown's inquiring about the booty. I'm just saying. That's
The booty. Oh, he wants to know.
Spiggity Swooty. We're back to the
Talking
booty.
about booty.
I'm not sharing my booty
Here
pictures
you go. It's
that I get with anybody.
there's your little hint. Alan. Okay.
Randa.
But yeah, this is shots fired. We take a shot of something while we take a shot against something before it goes. Now's our chance to get some shit off our chests while we get a little bit drunker. I've been kind of running everything with the toast and the poll and everything, so I'll go first this whole time. So my shots fired this week is going to be against like idiotic, like local politic conspiracy Facebook commenters. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody kind of knows what it is. And also Brian is the man who knows. All you got to do if you don't know a shots fired, get on Facebook. Scroll up and down, you'll see something that's going to piss you off. Anyway,
10 seconds.
So today, specifically earlier today, our city of Huntington, by the way, the wild and wonderful, beautiful Huntington, West Virginia, the birthplace of podcast, America's best community, shimmy ya, shimmy yay. They were under a state of emergency today because there was a huge flash flood that happened, and it honestly happened in parts of the city that it never happens in that area, really. And everybody really uses those times to like get on Facebook and tell each other, this is what's happening in this area. This is happening over here. It's flooded out over here. Don't drive over here. Don't drive over there. But what's ridiculous is getting on those pages like, well, we have one Huntington West Virginia 911. We've got, not to dog it or nothing, but Alligator Jackson's inside Huntington, West Virginia. There are particular local group pages that are open to the public here where people get on there and start spouting this horrible local politic conspiracy thing like, well, it's the mayor's fault because he did something with a company and turned it into this thing, or it's well, this gas company came in and did this and blah blah blah. And it's like, hey, listen, Martha, first off, your Facebook photo is a picture of your Pomeranian, and all you post on is these pages, and all you do is post in all lowercase. You probably type like this. And, hunting, pecking, and you have nothing to back up what you're saying about anything you're saying.
Martha with the Pomeranian.
You're talking about conspiracies in local politics. I mean, not to say that doesn't exist, but yeah, we know like the roads suck. The roads suck. Like, something might. I don't know. You doing anything on Facebook doesn't really help. And also blaming something like a natural disaster, like a flood, on something like the mayor or the gas company or like the fucking city manager's office. Get the fuck over yourself, Martha with the Pomeranian.
Martha with the Pomeranian. Yeah, let's try that shot.
That happens everywhere. That's not just Huntington. Specifically, I just brought up the flood thing happening, which some people had to deal with some crazy shit today, and we hope that they come out on
Yeah, there was craziness in our area. Those that are listening that are local. Hey, by the way, everyone that's listening right now, we have a good little group listening. Stick around. Less than 10 minutes. It's Family Feud time. It's time for the fun. Time for you to win some camo. I'll keep mine short and sweet because of that, as a matter of fact. Hey, Jake, I think you'll find this one interesting. Maybe you're so big one day with such a huge following. But hell, you're already there on TikTok with a big following. This is what my shots fired is. I hate popular accounts. I'm mostly firing this about Twitter. Twitter is bad for this, but Instagram is bad for this as well. Accounts that are so popular, the cool thing to do for them is to like follow a bunch of people, get a bunch of people to follow them, and of course they already have a following because you have a following because you have a talent. But then once they get to a popularity level, they then go in and they start erasing all of the people that they were following to make themselves like look cooler because like, look at me, I'm only following 50 people, but I have 50,000 following. That makes me better. Man, fuck you people. Like
posers, dude. Posers, bro.
Begin the show, and how about you just keep it real? Because guess what? Normal people follow a significant amount of people. You don't have to be so cool that you can't even follow someone. We're fucking over that age. We're over it. Shots fired.
Fucking posers. Those are posers, dude. That's straight up. You remember that old school saying, posers, dude. People who acted like they were fucking cool. That's literally the dumb internet way to act like you're cool.
Gracie, shot fired. What's up?
Is it my turn? Okay. Yay, go me. Shots fired at your brain most of the time going to worst case scenario.
Oh, yeah.
It's not fun. It's not a good time. And I don't like it. So get it together, brain. And no, just think of happy thoughts and fun Pomeranians. Because Pomeranians are pretty cute dogs.
Martha the Pomeranian.
But not Martha's Pomeranian. She's not.
Make sure you write down Pomeranian. For some reason, that came up.
I've already got it.
I've already got
it.
I've literally wrote down the word pom.
My favorite.
Pomeranians are small but hardy breeds. Okay.
Okay, Gracie, here's your shot.
Fired.
Jake Christian, shots fired. What's up?
Man, I to be honest, I'm really not quite sure. I'm gonna probably just go with record labels.
What about them?
Record labels and record deals there's a big scam in it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists can sign their whole life away and lose their whole music and career. And
it's fucked up.
Like it's really messed up. That's why I really advise like all artists to, if you do, stay independent and just sign a publishing deal or something, or something like that. I couldn't do a record deal, man. Like it's just, they got these new record deals. It's called a 365, which are not actually that new. But basically what the 365 deal consists of is, so back in the day, they would only take your streaming royalties or your music licensing royalties, stuff like that. Nowadays, they can take your merch license. They can take your part of your tours. They can take part of anything, your ticket sales. They can take anything of that, and they take it all back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like
some of them even kind of creep into the deals that you'll make with sponsorships with other companies. Like, you know, we talked about Posty earlier. Posty works with Bud Light and Jägermeister, and it's like he might have a deal. I mean, now he's a stratospheric artist, but he might have a deal where it's like the money he gets in from the sponsorship with them. Some of that could be going back to the people that put him up, and yeah, that's messed up. That's 365. That's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of new artists who signed the 365 deals, and the thing is, time will tell if they'll last. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
My biggest thing, like with personally myself, it's just longevity. I don't care about being X amount of famous right now. It's just the longevity of it because I want to do this shit when I'm 80. You know what I mean? Like that's my goal. You know.
And the cool thing about right now is, man, there's no rush. That's what's so great. Back in the day, before social media and everything, there was this huge rush. Hell, by the time you reached like my age, JD's age, you were like this old dinosaur. You felt like a piece of shit loser. Now you don't need that at all, dude. You could reinvent at our age. You could reinvent 10 years older than us. And for you, why would you give a fuck about being? I mean, sure, it would be nice to be a millionaire right now. It'd be nice to be in six figures at your age, but like you don't need that to survive. You're fine. You're not some kind of failure. You're doing fantastic, man.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, man. That's good info. Here's shots fired to that, and we're moving on to Family Feud, guys.
Ding.
We gotta give the Family Feud just a little bit of music here. Well, I'm gonna choose this one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's Family Feud time. So, newcomers, here's the drill. We are going to ask a Family Feud question. We are searching for the number one answer of the polled people that Family Feud polls. We're searching for the number one answer. You can try as many tries as you want. First person to type the number one answer is going to get the point. Gracie is your scorekeeper. Her screen is different than your screen. Your screen will always favor you because it's your internet. So Gracie's the scorekeeper. She'll tell us who typed it first. And first 1 to 3 is going to win the Camo Energy Variety Pack. Make sure you DM us your mailing address. If you win, we're going to mail it out to you. We clear? Gracie, you ready?
Those are the rules. That's how we go. Gracie's ready. And also, if there is time, sometimes in between the questions, I ask our guest Jake over here, just some stuff about things.
We have some important info from Corduroy Brown, by the way. Stay independent as long as possible. He says Arlo was on Rolling Stone at 41. That's another good point about the age thing. Yeah, we're not worried about that these days. It's fantastic. Corduroy, you're going to be there too. And guess who's going to be beside you when you are? Us right here. Make sure you get us as make sure you get Holler a media pass when you're Rolling Stoning it. That's all we ask, okay?
We've got a whole brand thing that we got going on. It's actually really cool. It's rolling really good. You can talk to some people about it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Family Feud, question number 1. First one to get the number one answer wins it. Here's the question. Name something you do when you can't sleep. Name something you do when you can't sleep.
All right.
That's going to be a weird answer.
Already seeing what some people are going to say about this one. But, yo, Jake, while this is happening, while it's all going on, while that's all happening, I try to, like, put a little quick question in. It's like a rapid question. So here's one. Newest song is called Top. Is there a story behind the song, or is this another one where it's like it came off the top and that's what it is? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's the deal?
So, I mean, like, there's not really a story behind it, but I mean, if it's anything, I made the beat probably like, because I used to make all my beats too. I made the beat like 3 months ago, and then like I was just writing to it, I was doing something to it, and then like what you hear now is not at all what I made in the first beginning. So like there was a complete different rough draft of it, beforehand. And then I just changed it up, and I was like, this is like something I want to just get lit to. If you hear it, like, you just vibe, and it's just
number one answer is in the chat.
There it is. There it is. Thank you, Jake.
Yep.
Number one answer is Reed.
Dan Cook in the house.
Dan Cook, the newcomer, first point on the board.
First blood in the house. Dan, he's a first listener too. He's like, what
our newbie.
Turns out, Dan, you can win some fucking cool shit.
The correct.
You're also hanging out with a sick ass fucking rapper. His name's Jake Christian. Hit him up.
Not to be confused with Count Sheep, which, by the way, wasn't a popular answer as we are counting sheep again. So it was Reed. Reed was number one answer. Okay.
Shocked we didn't get any really weird answers.
Okay, here we go. Stay with me on this one, Holler Nation. I'm just reading the questions as they come. Okay. What's your most erogenous zone? What's your most erogenous zone?
This will be a quick one, I guess.
This means sexual or sensitive zone.
This will be a very quick one. So I'm just going to ask a real quick question, Jake. What's the song that has the most plays or the most views on all of your accounts so far?
Find My Way. And the reason why is because I did a little promo video of me just acting goofy again on a TikTok. It got to like 10 million views, and all that converted over into streams.
Boom. Damn.
Number one answer is in the chat. It is Neck, by the way.
Alan Brown.
Corduroy Brown tunes in with Neck.
Dang.
Barely
Nobody said like dick or pussy or nothing.
So it turns out JD's answer is number 2 on the list. Neck doubled the number 1, by the way, but not to be confused with the left pinky toe.
Oh, yeah.
Or the nipples.
One, or nips.
That was a great answer as well, though, by the way. Okay. Next question. Number 1 answer gets it. Name your favorite late night snack. Name your favorite late night snack.
Your favorite late night snack. You woke up, you done did the thing, whatever. All right, Jake, I got another question for you. So what's sort of this is weird. What's the backstory behind like your most popular TikTok right now? If you've got something.
So I made like this like little like trickster video where I was like, I made a bot listen to some artist for 1,000 hours, and it was actually promoting my song Top. And I was like, so like that got to like 100,000 views. So that's what that was. That's what
Damn.
Number 1 answer is in the chat.
Which
number
is?
1 answer is ice cream.
Okay, give me 2 shakes of a lance.
Can we go around the
ice
table?
cream, Miranda.
Yeah, Miranda's in the house.
Hey, by the way, not to be confused with the next favorite late night snack, which is a penis.
Honestly, should have been number 1. I agree, Mel.
What's everybody's real quick? Can we go around the table real quick?
Ooh, favorite late night snack?
Everybody knows their own.
Yeah.
For me, it's chips and salsa.
Chips sausage is my favorite food, period. So sure, yeah, I could eat that late. Late night snack.
Some people
I know.
like
I think I go cheese. I think I'll always reach for cheese. I don't know why.
Just eating cheese out of the bag.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be this person. So like if you're late night snack, you wake up.
What's your answer?
So I can't go to Taco Bell. Can I go to Taco Bell?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Your favorite name.
If you live
I'm
not.
literally I will drive to Taco Bell.
Hop in, fellas. You know where I'm fucking driving. Look at me.
I mean, I don't know what you want to say.
I like that.
Okay, wait. If
Jake,
it's in the
you got
house,
one real
it's probably
quick
some
before we
ramen
go?
noodles.
Peanut butter sandwich and milk.
Oh,
Yo.
there we go.
Yo.
Okay, here we go, guys. Next question. Number 1 answer gets it. Hold on, I just want to throw this up on the screen.
Bullshit.
Jesus. Jeez. Don't worry, Miranda. I'll send you a picture to make up.
Next
for
question.
this.
Number 1
Right.
answer gets it. What's the sexiest part of a man's body? What's the sexiest part of a man's body? Number 1 answer gets it.
Okay.
Have at it, ladies and gentlemen.
Brian, what?
All right.
Did you just like Google inappropriate Family Feud questions?
I Googled nothing. I'm just reading
That's
cards.
the whole point of this. Yeah, it's the whole point of this part of it. Jake, another quick
Number
question.
1 answer is already in the chat.
Damn it! I can't even ask the question.
Number 1 answer is chest.
Alan Brown.
Which lucky lady got it?
Alan
Corduroy Brown with the chest.
Woo-wee.
There we go.
That's pretty sick, though. That's
Gracie,
great.
can we get a
I would have said arms. Aranda said arms, and I also would have said arms.
Yo.
Or legs, maybe.
Boys, we all know now. You can work the chest. You can work the arms. Get this fucking top in.
Then a hairy chest, not bad.
Get them ladies fucking.
You can have some hair on your chest.
You like the hamburger meat, Gracie? You like some burger on there?
I don't know what that even means. I said
You like
hair.
to run your fingers through the burger meat, Gracie? You want some burger meat? Meat?
Jake, by the way, did you even know what you were signing up for when you did this? That was the real question.
Yeah, I had a little bit of an idea. Yeah, I was watching a few of y'all stuff. It's pretty dope stuff. I like it. No, I like it. I like it.
Listen,
I
I tell everybody, go to our website. If you think you can handle it, let me know. I'll get you
No,
on
I like how you
the
guys
schedule.
are
I tell
yourself.
people.
It's awesome.
Thanks, man. Thank
By the
you.
way, I'm gonna read these in order.
Also, Brian, when did you change his name to Jake from State Farm?
Yo, I didn't even notice that shit.
You got played,
That's
son.
hysterical.
How many times
Fucking
do you
Joe
get
Dirt
that
dude
all
over
the
here.
time, dog? Like, for real.
I did it without asking. I mean, that's just what we do here on Holler.
Oh.
I want to read these in order. By the way, the sexiest part of a man's body. This is in order how they had it on the card: chest, butt, arms, penis, abs, hands.
Hands? This part?
Yeah, it's fucking
See,
crazy,
you guys
bro.
don't understand because it's your body.
I like how we all just go like this.
But
Yeah.
Like,
All right, guys, it's time to flip the script. Here's the next question.
Gracie, can you explain why the hand? Is it because of what they do or what they, how they
Because
look?
it can just be like strong and like lift things and squeeze you. And like, oh, like, oh.
Right? That's great.
Oh.
That's all I
Gracie,
need.
how would you rate my hands?
That's
How would you
wonderful.
rate?
Very good job, Gracie. Thanks.
That's a no from me, dog.
Okay, we're about to flip the script. Here's the next question.
Straight up, penis is a lie.
What's
Sorry.
the sexiest part of a woman's body? What's the sexiest part of a woman's body? Let's go.
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Number one answer. Here we go.
Here we go. We're looking for the number one answer, so I'm going to go quick. Jake, what are your next plans right now? Are you coming out with another single soon? Coming out with an EP? Are you do you play anything live? Do you come out and do some live shows? Are you doing any of that stuff? What do you want to push right now? What's coming out next?
I'm looking for some live shows. So if there's anywhere that I can play, I'd love to play anywhere. If not, I'm gonna start setting up and busking just on the random street somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what's up. That's awesome that you answered that way. We might be able to help you with that. Stick with us for a little bit. We might be able to figure something out.
Yeah.
And also, your boy Corduroy Brown, Alan's gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, we'll talk in post.
Awesome.
Number one answer is in the chat, by the way. Number one answer is boobs or breasts, as they have typed it.
Mel is on the board.
Let's find. Oh, here she is. Mel with the boobs. And so by the way, when you're answering Family Feud questions, you have to think to yourself for a second. You are trying to figure out what maybe the majority of the polled people say, not necessarily what your answer is, because let's not confuse my answer on this. It's a no-brainer. What my answer is, it's definitely all about that peach. Okay,
that boo.
All about the peach. All day, every day, all day.
If there was a tie between the ass and the legs, that would be my thing, but the ass does just inch over the leg part. So,
Booty came in at number 2, by the way. Hey, check this out. We've got Rosa watching from Hong Kong, she says. Look at us.
Hey, Rosa from Hong Kong. That's cool.
Rosa, welcome to this. If you just tuned in and you don't know the rules yet, we're playing Family Feud live on the show. We're looking for the number one answer of people polled. So we ask the question. You type in what you think maybe the number one answer was. You can try as many times as you want. First person to get the number one answer takes the point. First person in this whole chat to get 3 points is going to win Camo energy shots. We're going to mail them to you. Even if you're in Hong Kong, we're going to mail them to you. We don't care. So win. Get 3 points and win. Gracie, what's the score today, by the way?
Also, check out Jake Christian on TikTok.
Check out Jake Christian.
Yeah.
Check me out.
Dan, Miranda, Mel, all 3 have 1. Alan has 2.
Ooh, Alan challenging everybody.
Going down.
All right, guys, here we go. Next question. Oh, by the way, Rosa says, hi, hello to everybody there. Nice to hear from you there. Rosa, we appreciate you. Welcome to Holler Nation. Come back every Friday night. We're always doing this. What time is it in Hong Kong? It just sounds so either late or earlier. I don't know.
That's what an interesting fucking question. I bet we can figure it out.
Rosa, if you have TikTok, please follow Jake Christian.
It's morning time right now.
What time is it, JD?
I would like to say 10:50.
Well, you know what, Rosa? This beer is for you at 10 in the morning.
It's like 12 hours the other side.
You all want to hear a crazy concept? Technically, we're in the future right now.
Yo,
that's what I was going to say, actually. I was actually going to say, hey, Rosa, tell us how tomorrow is, because we'll be there right behind you.
Yo, Jake, you're
You're
blowing
right,
my
JD.
mind, dude.
All right, guys, here we go. Next question, Family Feud. Number one answer gets it. Name something that comes out at night. Name something that comes out at night. We're looking for the number one answer. And Rosa says, you're right. She says it's 10:50 a.m.
Boom. There you go.
Good
So
morning.
it's 12 hours away. All right. What something that comes say it again one more time, Brian. Just so
Name something that comes out at night.
Okay. And this is my next question, Jake. What was
number
the
one
name?
answer in the chat?
Oh shit. Number one answer.
Number one answer is bats.
Oh, bats.
Wow. Dan's got it. He's at 2. He's tied with Alan, right?
So we've got some good answers out there, though. The number one answer is bats.
What are the other ones?
Other things that come out at night, hookers.
I've seen some daytime hookers now.
Crackheads. And worms. The worms.
I started to realize I was like pointing this way, and I was like, nope, that's not what. He's not a hooker nor a crackhead. Sorry, Jake.
That's my second job. It's all good.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Give me another. Got to keep the questions going. We got to get the top 3. I got another question for Jake, and I can't do it until you put out the Family Feud deal, man.
Okay, here we go.
JD, Brian.
We got some hate out here. She says this game is rigged.
This game is rigged.
Miranda, I'm sorry.
I don't think so. Okay, here we go.
Picture later to make
Next question. Number one answer takes it. Name a tight space you wouldn't mind being stuck in with your Hollywood crush. Name a tight space you would not mind being stuck in with your Hollywood crush.
With your Hollywood, okay, a tight space with your Hollywood crush that you.
Your celebrity bone zone.
So your celebrity bone zone. What's the space though? You have to name the space. We're not talking about your crush. It's a space. All right, Jake. Here's my last question for you, man. Because more than likely somebody's going to get this, but I've got more after that. What's the name of the first song that you ever wrote and put out? And what's the story behind it?
It's called "Got Me in a Trance." I released it when I was 15 years old. I made it in the closet with a fucking old microphone and a coat hanger and my grandma's pantyhose is like my pop filter.
Yeah, number one answer is in the chat, by the way.
Which is?
Number one answer is elevator.
Aranda.
Aranda's on the board with Ella. I thought Mel had that one, but you're right. It's Aranda on my end as well.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator is the number one answer, not to be confused with my favorite answer, which is a coffin with your Hollywood crush.
Mel got a little weird.
I've loved you forever. We're both dead.
A little gnarly, Mel.
That's fucking awesome.
A trunk. She also said a trunk.
Yeah, we got a lot of good ones out there.
I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'll be right back.
How about it, man? We'll be here.
You do what you got to do, man. We're gonna make this game happen.
Okay, here we go. Number one answer. This is what we're looking for. I feel like someone's going to win the game right here. Here we go. Name a reason you might leave work in the middle of the day. So what's a reason that you might leave work in the middle of a day?
And remember, this game, the specific version of this game we're using is a little dirty, but also a little not dirty. It's like if a prudish person were dirty.
Dude,
right?
Dan had a good answer for the last one. Your celebrity crush. Hold on. He says it would be cool to be in a bathroom stall. That would be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. It's a little private, a little public, you know.
Yeah.
There's some stuff going down, you know.
Okay. Honestly.
Hey, I hope y'all made it out of the flood situation, by the way. I just wanted to say. Everybody see it right now.
We still don't have the number one, believe it or not.
You're beautiful.
Really don't.
We're working on it. We're working on it. It's happening.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie.
The number one answer is in the chat, and it comes from Hong Kong. It's our first correct Asian answer on the show ever. I love it. I love this show so much. It's if you're sick. So it's not a sick kid, which was a good guess from Miranda.
Okay.
It's if you're sick, which was Rosa in Hong Kong. Well done, Rosa.
No.
Ooh, I like this next question. This is a good one. Hold on, let me get
We
this
got
up.
so many people on the board right now. Who's got 2 though right now? Who's in the
Alan and Dan are the only ones.
Alan and Dan. Hey Dan,
If
I believe
Alan
in
or
you, Dan.
Dan, if Alan or Dan gets it, they win.
No,
Here
I
we go.
believe in both Alan and Dan, but it would be cool to see Dan win. because he's so fresh. He's so fresh and so clean.
He has stuck with us the whole show, but we've got Rosa from Hong Kong coming out of left
She's
field.
coming in too. You never know. It's
Don't
like a
discount
derby
Rosa.
race.
Don't discount Rosa from Hong Kong. Okay, here we go. Here's the next question. How long do you date before introducing your partner to your family? How long do you date before introducing your partner to your family? Ooh, that's that's actually a good holler poll, honestly.
That's actually just a really good poll question. Actually, Jake, that's the question I have for you.
Okay.
I know you're married. I think you're married, right? Yeah. But in this scenario situation, what's the deal there? What do you think is the comfortable situation?
I don't know, probably about a month or two. Maybe.
Oh.
I think Jake is an interesting ask also because he's the youngest one on the board here. So that's his vibe with it. That's cool.
Speaking of boards, are we still looking for it? We're still
no. We've got the number one answer. Sorry, we got it right away. We got it so fast I didn't even see it. Miranda, by the way, says, "Is the question if you're normal or if you're Brian?"
Oh well. That's not a big deal. Brian's family fucking rules.
Yeah, man. My family's easy to meet. Okay, number one answer, by the way, Gracie, is 6 months.
Mike.
Mike got it right out of the gates. Michael T. Man, this is the most answers from a variety of people that we've ever had.
Jeez, I know. Where the hell is Alan and Dan? Come on, I'm done.
Yeah, it's all good. Everybody that's in here that's playing this game, can everybody go and check out Jake Christian with the extra N on TikTok, on Instagram. Hit him up on the link tree. Follow him on Spotify, Apple Music. Check out the new song Top.
So
get the job
done. My husband. Okay, I need to tell you this. So my first technical date with my husband, my now husband, my siblings crashed it. So he just met them right off the bat.
Wait, you married your first real date?
No, my first actual date with Nathan.
Oh, I was good. Oh,
no, my siblings crashed it. We were going to go get coffee at Starbucks and then go catch Pokemon.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
that's a great date idea.
It was a wonderful date. And I married him. Like, how about that? Yeah. No, my siblings crashed it. So he met Fran, Gina, and Coop all at the same time.
By the way, Rosa in Hong Kong says it's almost a year to know the person there. That's what she says.
Rosa.
Mel says just in the game and
take you there.
No, Mel, this is too much fun. By the way, the correct answer, if you missed it, was 6 months to meet the family after dating. The correct answer was not.
It's been
1 week. It was not 1 week. Okay, here we go. Next question. Number one answer takes it. Here we go. In one word, describe your partner eating. In one word, describe your partner eating. Number one answer takes it. Who's going to win the camo? Here we go.
What a weird question.
55.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a weird question in response to that one, and this is for Jake Christian, who is our wonderful guest on the show. Jake, who would be the weirdest artist that you would like to open for, like at a show, but the weirdest one that would just just get weird?
What do you mean? You mean I'm not explain it more.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who would be the artist that you would just like to open for that would just be like the wildest show, like the weirdest and most interesting show you could
unique?
Oh man, probably Paul McCartney. I know Paul McCartney's not weird at all, but I would love to open.
That's a great answer.
Yo,
he's a legend.
Christ, is the answer on the board yet?
Yeah. The answer was on the board right away, and we've got ourselves a winner. The answer was Loud. I believe.
Dan Cook.
Is it Dan? He was
Way
right
to
before,
go, buddy.
Mel. Dan wins it. Dan wins the camo.
Woo! Dan, send Holler Live your address so Brian can send your camo to you.
Make sure you DM us your mailing address, Dan. And if you did any of the other challenges, if you shared this live video to your Facebook wall, if you went and gave us a 5-star rating on Spotify, send us those screenshots as well. We will double up your camo. We will triple up your camo. So you guys that are just now listening, you heard it here. If you want camo, that's how you do it. You either share the video, you give us a 5-star rating on Spotify, and you prove it to us. We're going to get you that camo.
Can I just say that Dan came into this show, just popped right in, was
Shot out
like,
of a cannon.
yo, what's this all about? We were like, yo, dude, we're chilling here on hell yeah, dog. That's what I'm saying. We're chilling here on the internet with you. You're hanging out with our people. Jake Christian, a wonderful fucking rapper who
State Farm,
releasing some wonderful shit. He's not from State Farm, Brian. God damn it.
Chill it out.
Son of a
From
bitch.
Progressive.
But no, Dan popped into the place, came in here, and we just gave that motherfucker a bunch of free shit. He now has a wonderful rapper to follow, a great podcast to fucking continue to be involved with. This is great. What a great show. What a fucking kick-ass show. That's fucking awesome.
It was wonderful. Jake, you were amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Hanging out with people on fucking shit. Fucking, that's great.
Yeah,
Canada, what's up?
Spread the good word. Jake, anytime you run into someone that's asking about a podcast, please tell them to go to Spotify and give us a 5-star rating and then follow us, of course. Holler Nation, thank you so much for being here. We're here most Friday nights, as you know, and then once a month, we actually give you a live show with a local artist, band, musician, comedian. We'll give you somebody live in studio where you get to see us in person, and everybody that's local is always invited to that, by the way. But that's everything my way. Any last parting words before we smash a bunch of buttons and get the fuck out of here?
I say, Jake, man, what do you want to push, dog? Let everybody know what your story is. You know, you got the whole deal.
Rosa, thank you so much from Hong Kong, by the way. Thank you for tuning in.
Jake, it's all yours. Take the floor, buddy.
Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed it, being here with me and us, I really appreciate you if you just go over and follow me on any of my socials and stuff. And if you ever want to talk to me, hit me up. Just hit me up, man. I make music and I'm just here to live. Have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Hit him up. Linktree, Jake Christian. It's Jake Christian with an extra N at the end. It's also the same on TikTok, Instagram. Brand new song, Top, is available on all platforms, people. Seriously.
Can we take a minute for JD here, man? He has been like the best promoter. Like,
he's a hype man.
He's the hype man, ain't he?
I like to
hype
party,
man.
dude. I
Yeah.
fucking love to party, man.
Mel
That's
says,
fucking
I look forward to next week's group therapy time. Mel, we love you so much. Mel from the West Coast, man. She's such a trooper, always tuning in. And now we've got Dan Cook. He says, my boy Jesse Lawrence put me on this show. Yeah, you got to come back, Dan. We're going to mail you all this stuff. But that's it. That's it from us. I'm going to smash a bunch of buttons. We'll see you guys next Friday night. You know how we do.
Thank you much. Thank you, Jake. Let's do
Guys,
this.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
You're beautiful.
Oh,
Sucking on chili dog. Outside taste freeze.
This pussy be yanking.
What's up, man?
come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Hot pockets.
Sega!
Don't you want to become a cult leader?
Grace's face.
Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy. You could fill that
Can you just hit the button?
Here,
Just hit the button.
Okay.